What's going on, everybody? Back with another video. I know it's been a long time since I've made anything, so I've got a lot of stuff done and I haven't really recorded it. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna try to commit to this or not, but I'm trying another video and see how it goes. So let's just take you for a walk and show you what all I've gotten done. Kind of got some bad lighting right now, but we'll just have to deal with it. So, I can't really remember what happened in the last video, to be honest. I'll just kind of go over everything. I think I had the engine in, and that was about it. So, got the mount built for the turbo. Pretty much all the crossover pipe and all that is done. I got to finish welding a few things on it. Show you some over here. I had to do a bunch of pie cuts right here. It doesn't look the best. I'm not the best welder, but I believe everything's going to work just fine. So I had to do a big U right there, come up into the transition where it came into the bottom of the turbo. That little pipe there is where the wastegate's going to be. And yes, it does fit. It's very tight though. I got this crossover pipe with the flex. The flex pipe coming up to this other side. I did cut I call them the frame horns, off the frame here to give me more room to work with, which gave a lot of room, so that's good. Built some of these brackets for the radiator. Had to come out forward and down to make everything fit. Some more brackets there holding on the intercooler, and I got this angle iron that I built for the mount of the lower part of the radiator. Got all the cold side pretty much all mocked up, tacked, and then go through and finish welding and bead everything. Goes over here to the turbo. I believe I'm probably going to end up putting the blow valve right around this area. I am going to keep this boot right here though, instead of making it all one pipe. Eventually I plan on getting it's called a ProMeth Sniper 2 system, and it would take place of that boot, and that's where my water meth injection would be. So that's going to stay. Originally, when I did the exhaust for the turbo, I was thinking I was going to end up having to go out the hood, or maybe cut it over and go out the side of the fender here. But I saw some pictures of a guy cut out the firewall on another Z, because these Z's have kind of a dual firewall, I guess for sound or heat. So it looks pretty nasty right now, but when I take the engine out, I'm going to clean it all up. I just kind of cut this out, and this is going to be all nice and cleaned up. But there is another firewall back here, and it gives you probably a good 2.5 inches all the way down. It gives you that much more clearance when it's taken out. So I'll be able to barely squeeze a 4-inch exhaust down here, route it, and then I'm probably going to get some aftermarket Z exhaust and split it into that. So it's going to be pretty tame, but I think it'll sound pretty good. And of course the rest of this secondary firewall will be taken out, giving me some more room. And I still got to put the coils that I'm going to relocate, a breather, catch can, and then pretty sure on this tower right here I'm going to put the oil filter relocation kit. I'm not sure I'm putting the other two things, so that's pretty much what it's looking like. Currently got some little brackets I'm making right now. And this is going to be for the bottom of the bumper. Kind of get an idea. I have them come out. And they'll be welded onto this guy, holding up the bottom of the bumper. Possibly might be putting some right here, but we'll see. We kind of finish these up. I'll put the bumper on, kind of give you an idea what everything's looking like, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I got the nuts welded, tacked onto the brackets. I'll show you a little time lapse of it. We'll see if it comes out good or not. Nothing pretty. Just little tacks on these guys. This flat plate here actually has some anodizing on it, or aluminizing or something. It's giving me a little bit of trouble, but it's on there. I'll hold it. Just kind of keep the bumper in place. But let me go ahead and get these mounted on the car. I'm gonna go ahead and MIG them. I'm gonna have to have the bumper on. It's gonna be tight spots, so I'll show you what's all done after that. All right, so change of plans. Kind of ran into a little bit of an issue trying to do the mounts on the bumper. Let me show you what I got here. So these headlights are some that came with the car. They're all wore out and everything, but there is a bunch of brackets that are broke for the mounting. There's supposed to be one right here that's broke off. Can't see it right now, but there's another one located here. And the only one that is actually here is this one right here. So it's kind of giving me issues trying to get it in the right location as far as where it needs to be, and then it kind of has some movement, so I'm not sure where the bumper really needs to be raised up. I mean, there's some play in there, and I just don't want to end up having to hack the mounts back off and lowering them or raising them. Kind of found that out on the race truck whenever I built the tubed front end. I didn't have the hood on, so I pretty much eyeballed it all. Had it all done, welded, painted, and then when I got a hood, I put it on there and everything was off. So if you actually look at the grill, I kind of have a little cutout for where the turbo is, and it's off like ½ inch. So whenever I put it all together, I had to move it over. It was wrong. So I'll probably wait on those mounts on the bottom there until I get either new headlights, possibly put the hood on. That'll kind of help me locate everything, and then we'll go from there. So let me get a view of this, kind of show y'all what what it's starting to look like. It's not going. It's looking pretty good. I don't know if I said it on the other video, but we test fitted the hood before we put the turbo on. And even though it don't look like it, but the intake actually fits under the hood. Because these Z hoods they'll come and then just dip right off. And I have an aftermarket hood that kind of has a little bit of hump. So it's tight, but I mean, I could probably put my finger between the intake and the hood. So the intake will be under the hood. Now, I believe probably most of the turbo, I'm betting maybe this portion or somewhere around here up will be sticking out, and I'm hoping it'll end up covering the rest of it. So I think it'll end up being pretty cool. You'll see what I'm talking about right there, because that's sticking out so much further. But it'll end up looking pretty good. Alright, well, just gonna go ahead and end the video right now. I'm gonna try to do a lot more recording. It kind of slows down the process, and I'm really wanting to get this car on the road probably 2 months, maybe a month. We'll see. But after I do all the fabbing, which is almost done, I'm going to pull it back out, do the firewall, and then clean up, paint, and then stab everything back in. So I do got to do some stuff in the interior. I got to put a new fuel pump in, a bigger one. The seat mounts, I got to modify them. I want them to get lower, pretty close to the steering wheel. I do got to mount a new steering wheel. I got already mounted the Holley dash. Now I got to do all the Holley stuff too. Got Terminator X Max, controlling it all. Not sure where I'm going to put it, because these Z's don't have a glove box, so it may just be up under there and be able to see it, but yeah, it's alright. So we'll see. See you on the next one.